Israel is our friend. They're the most reliable friend we have in the Mideast. They're a democracy, surrounded by people who would cut their throats if they could. This is not a hard choice if you're an American. It's not a hard choice if you're a Christian. A word of warning. If America pulls the plug on Israel, God will pull the plug on us.
I mean, that is just radical religious theocracy in the most blatant form. But what I will say is that when Lindsey Graham says, if the US pulls the plug on Israel, God will pull the plug on the US, he's not entirely wrong. And I don't mean that in the kind of theological sense, let's put that to one side. But in the material sense, in the geopolitical sense, he's not entirely wrong. I think sometimes there is a misconception that the reason that there is this really deep relationship between Israel and the US is because Israel has a really effective lobby. And it does, and that does play a really important role in securing that relationship. But also there is something quite organic about that relationship in the sense that the geopolitical interests of the US and Israel are genuinely shared. I mean, when you think about like the Middle East and North Africa region, this is an inherently important and strategic region for any global power. Firstly, because obviously it's oil resources, it's oil reserves, oil being, the fuel of the modern world, but also because it exists at this interface between Europe, Africa, and Asia. So anyone who wants to be a global superpower has got to have control over that interface because, you have these essential waterways. We all saw when the Suez Canal was blocked for a very short period of time, I mean, billions were lost in global capital.